names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Hornets, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Makes his connection. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Motion from the offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The give from the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's loose on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into their own hands. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field.
Good luck, brother.
off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the
He uncorks one deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. There he goes to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A first down for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need in the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Good, disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Wide receiver shows motion. The run from the shotgun. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
And the Canes are marching down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Wide open downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got his man. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback keeper. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
offense in today's football,
Appreciate that.
it's not around the quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position,
We gotta
you can
get this
still
stuff
fight
here.
your way out. They'll get you a touchdown. That's a great drive by the offense.
If you came in late,
Kick it away
my
after
first
scoring a
drive
touchdown.
of the game, strip sack. Strip sack for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find
Strip
any
sack
crease
fumble.
in
That's
that
how you got the
kickoff
7. So
coverage, and he'll
score
be
started
stopped at
0-7.
the 17.
Next two positions, takes possessions. We've been able to
Clemson
score,
has their
play like we
paws
got
on it, and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last
Good
time.
shit, bro.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Fast motion from the offense. On second down, looking again
Good
to
shit,
throw.
bro.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense.
Good shit,
And it's
bro.
incomplete on third down.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw the screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Oh,
Ooh,
it's
what's
off
up,
the
bro?
side of his
Get away from me,
foot.
get away from me.
He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field.
Touchdown.
How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
He's blitzing on the left side.
He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
What unbelievable toughness by the QB. When you're running a screen, you got to sell deep pass down the field, back up, buy time. Palmer, you got to love the toughness of that guy.
Yeah, and I remember as a quarterback, I used to hate that play call for everything
That's
you
a good block
just said.
seven, too.
Because you know you've got to hold on to it to the last possible second for the play to be effective. Kudos to him, man. That is one tough dude.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
If we score the first play, that's cool, but we don't want to score the first play, too, at the same time.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line.
Ooh, what a
and
tackle.
He finds his way out of bounds, real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That was a hell of a tackle right there, boy.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Wide out in motion. They'll try to pound their way in. Hard-hitting tackle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. They're anticipating him getting the football here.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Using his feet. Fighting for the end zone, and he's dropped it. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Good defense.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got it. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Handoff from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Avoids pressure. Buys a little time. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before.
Yeah, two biggest things are you've got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. And that pass intercepted. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it up?
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And that ball is picked off.
Intercepted by Clemson. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Snap in the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the 2nd half kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. At the 40, there he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defense getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out.
Or the option here.
He's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Clemson will send the punt team
that should have
out.
been a pick earlier, but
He's getting a lot of work.
Peter.
He's punted tonight.
No, nigga, get away.
And they'll down this one at about the 40.
Let's go put the game away this shot.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
On second down, wants to throw. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
I got blessed with
Touchdown, and once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across
with the
the
good
field.
red. Thank you,
Big
Mr.
time
Double.
play, big time throw. Receiver runs underneath it.
It was
takes
the
to
right read.
house. Huge play for this offense.
But I did get blessed. I can't even cap. Can't cap
On the
two.
move from inside his 5.
That's the way you later
And
on.
they'll bring him down to get
Later
the offense
lumber.
started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Leaves it with the running back.
Good tackle, good tackle, good
A
tackle.
7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
fellas. I feel like he's gonna win deep.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to beat him to
Make the tackle. Oh.
And a big
Right there, baby.
At the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first
Oh,
down.
I can't believe he overran
Well, they go
that.
with the toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
Give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Everett.
Good shit, boys.
And they try
Watch
the
for the
middle
read
of this
option right
defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
I feel legit. It's like a legit or read option.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now.
Short.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but
That's
he
something
knew
we
exactly
gotta
how
take
much
right
he
there.
needed and where he needed to get for that first
We
down.
gotta take that right there. He should have got the
Sometimes
first
these guys just
play
have eyes in the
before.
back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty
Mesh.
easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Oh, this is it.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Going to try to get it himself. Found enough
Look at
room to
that
get it
ball.
into enemy territory. They're down at the
Switch right. Just
43-yard
kept
line.
running.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the option. He will step out of bounds, but not before the
How do you-
pick up. And
He
a
sat
first down
too.
for this offense. Clemson has always loved these quarterbacks who can put pressure on defenses by running the football.
No doubt. And, man, it's such an advantage to have guys that are elusive and electric that can get outside, and you got a back going one way, a quarterback going the other way. Really stretches your defense. And Clemson has been ahead of the curve, and they've been on this for a long time. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now. And this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Take away the
Motion
ceiling on
from
the
the
right.
offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Using the spin
Got
move.
a fumble that. He's just
Now
pressing
he's got
buttons
it
and
all
praying
the
to
way down to
Jesus.
the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's the end of the third quarter. Miami 21, Clemson 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Thank you.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it now.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Going to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right? Or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. You're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They want that clock to run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the left. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down, and if we add points, we add points.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now on the counter. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
If we don't like the matchup
interesting to see
here,
what the
we'll take
offense
it to
does
the
on this next
2-minute.
one.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about
I had
ready
wanted
to
to
go.
run it earlier, but I saw him keep playing on the defensive end, so
The ball
thought
squirts
he
through
could
the end
undercut
zone.
it.
That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's...
Brings it down on the right side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Gets away from one. He's got space. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Now from inside the red zone, trying to get to him. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. Nice job.
We gave up
by
our
this
first
offense.
offensive
Continue to
touchdown.
fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
About to kick it off after punching it in
We
for the
gave up our
touchdown.
first offensive touchdown of the game. Disappointed, fellas. Disappointed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
It's nice. You don't seem appreciative. Get out my chair. Come on, let's
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
GG's. We had 2 sloppy possessions. I think there might have been one game where I felt like we've been on all
After not getting a thing
but
done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. The quarterback takes a knee.
It was crazy as the bad possessions came right before the half where we had them. If we throw it earlier,
And the running
We
game has
had
been
him on the post.
disastrous
I
on
think
the
I could
last
have
couple
got
of
that ball there
plays.
if
They'll
I would
try
have
to
been doing my
salvage the
job correctly
drive
and
on
reading the
3rd
safety,
down.
breaking the opposite way. I could have threw that post a little earlier, but
All business today for this
he
ball
got
club. They
7
come
from
out and they get the win.
And
fumble sack.
that's all that matters.
And
It's
then he
not
scored
always
the last
pretty.
possession. That's
You
great
don't always do
defense.
everything you want to do or
Play
check all
great
the
defense.
boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So we advanced to 9-0. Big ACC conference win to keep our ACC conference championship hope alive. That game might have put. That game definitely put him out of the conference. He's gonna need some help. But who we play next? We're going to bye. Then we got Virginia Tech. And damn, we're only 2-0 in conference right now. So 3, 4. Oof, we might not have enough games. We might not have enough games. We might finish undefeated and not be there. But then we got a big game at the end against Auburn. So hope you guys enjoy. I do plan to drop a switch stick tutorial. I'm looking to drop a switch stick tutorial to help all of us become better defensive players because it doesn't even just necessarily help me. It helps all of us become better gamers, have better logically and mentally guys. So when I drop that, I hope you guys can tune into the podcast to give you an inside the mind of how you effectively do it. Show you some of my settings that helps me do what I love to do best. Name of defense is baiting them to turnovers. Bending and don't break don't really work. You got to be able to try to create turnovers. So hope y'all tune in to watch that. Until then, y'all boys be good. Peace.